Hey everybody, I'm Jonathan Harris, and I'm a three-time published author. But beyond just being a three-time published author, I too was a Rose Valley Eagle. So I was born and raised in Fort Washington. In fact, my parents still live in the Rose Valley neighborhood, and Rose Valley just has played such a major role in my life. From the teachers that I had to the friends that I made, those memories definitely will last me a lifetime. So let's see, what type of student was I when I was at Rose Valley? I was definitely involved. I was a part of the choir. I was also a part of the band where I played the clarinet. And I had the privilege of running the Rose Valley school store. So every morning I would get up and get there pretty much before all the students set up the store, and then I would sell notebooks, I would sell pencils, pens, paper, whatever it is that you needed, so that everybody could really be their best student. Speaking of students, I always had A's and B's. I love learning. My favorite subject was math. I remember we used to do this thing called Mad Minute, where you had to guess 60 multiplication problems in under 1 minute. And if you got it right, you got a free homework pass. So my fourth and fifth grade teacher was Miss Guidry, who I believe still teaches there. So I used to pretty much get a pass every week. I enjoyed learning, and I had some of the best teachers at Rose Valley, which I'm sure you all do too. However, my favorite experience during my time at Rose Valley is that I had a chance to be a weatherman on Fox 5 DC News. So, quick story for y'all. Back in the day, they used to do this competition where pretty much you could reach out to the news station and they would pick a kid from the school to go on to do the weather. So I wrote a letter back in probably like 2000 and talked about, my school and who I was and different things like that. So they reached out to me and I had a chance to represent Rose Valley Elementary as the weatherman for the day. And that was so cool. I remember everyone just being so excited. They actually came to the school with a camera crew and got to do this big assembly and filmed everybody. And it was just one of the coolest experiences of my childhood. In fact, it'll last with me for a lifetime. So, just so grateful to even be a part of this project today. But as an author, being a three-time published author has been such an amazing experience. I've learned so much from, how to be better with money, to being a better businessman, to having the opportunity to meet people from all over the world and learn about their stories, and even encouraging people to go on to write their own books. Truly has been just so much fun. But I'll be a little bit remiss to tell you that I didn't actually always even want to be an author. How it even came about was one day I was having car troubles. I put my car in the shop and I filled out the maintenance form incorrectly because I didn't ask anyone for help. So, if that's something that you struggle with sometimes, I would encourage you to definitely speak up and get help in areas of your life where you have questions. I don't care if that's science class, reading class, math class, or even PE class. There's always someone who's willing to listen and help if you ask the question. So I share all that to say, filling out the maintenance form incorrectly and having to pay all of that extra money helped me realize that there are other people who might need some help too, like I do. So I put together Master of Ceremonies, which is a book for teen males to teach them different life skills and how to be successful. But as a children's book author, it's a completely different story. I definitely wanted to be a children's book author because I was meeting so many kids and even their parents who were saying, I would love to have something for my young son and young daughter. So that's where Growing Gents and Girls with Pearls came about. So this is Growing Gents. This is my second book, which came out in July of 2020. But fun fact for y'all, Girls with Pearls came out the same exact day. So they're kind of like brother-sister twins, which I love, and the concepts are so similar. So let me give you a quick example. In each book, it talks about things that we would expect young boys or young girls to do in order to have a successful life. So if you look at this one in the boys' book, Growing Gents, it says, a gentleman is clean. And here you see a bird taking a bird bath, right? Because I want to teach kids at an early age about the importance of being clean and having good hygiene. Whereas on this page, you see that he arrived to school 15 minutes early and his teacher is really excited for that. So all of the pages have different lessons. For example, a gentleman listens to grown-ups because it's important to respect adults and listen to them as they try to keep you safe and teach you the right way to go. This is my favorite one of all of them. A gentleman helps around the house. And as you can see, it's a son pig helping his mama pig out. And that's because we all have to do our part to contribute to our families or wherever we live. Because again, you are a part of the family. So we should all be helping, whether that's picking stuff up around the house, washing the dishes, taking out the trash, or whatever it is you're asked to do. It's all of our responsibilities to keep the home clean. With Girls with Pearls, it's pretty much the same exact thing. So it says things like a lady acts like a queen. Why? Because we want everyone to respect themselves and know that they are amazing at whatever they do, but they have to believe it too. It has things like a lady is kind and shares with others. So it talks about the importance of if you have something that maybe someone else doesn't have, how nice of an idea it would be to share with them. And my favorite, one of mine, from this book is a lady is a leader. So here you see a queen bee who's leading some other bees around. Girls are amazing leaders just like guys are. And I think that it's important that they know that. So when I created this book, I wanted it to be that by the time kids turn into adults, that they grew up knowing how powerful they really are. So for those of you who've ever considered writing a book, my best advice would be get started. It's not something that maybe you know all the steps to, but you can learn. You can talk to someone who has published a book. You can go on the internet. There are videos on YouTube for free. There are so many resources that you can use to publish your book. And my best advice is whatever it is you choose to write about, whether that's a comic book or even the story of your own life, to just be passionate. When a person is reading a book, they can tell that you are truly passionate and you're happy about what it is that you wrote. And you want that to always flow through what it is that you say in your books. So I encourage you to definitely get started today. The process to writing a 10,000 word book really just starts with a single word. So I am cheering you on. I am excited for you all and your futures. And I hope that one day we're actually able to have this talk in person. I would love to come to Rose Valley and talk to you all, not only about my journey, but just different things that I can help you do. So if anyone wants to stay in touch, my website is www.authorjohn.com. Thanks again, Rose Valley Elementary, for including me in this amazing Authors Expo, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.